so we're good.
Oh no, it stopped.
It stopped?
Mm-hmm.
How much do you have?
I don't know, but it started a new, this is a new video. Okay, looks like the video stopped, so I'm gonna submit that one separately and this one as well. I don't know.
Make it work.
Yeah, we'll make it work. We'll just submit it separately. Okay, so we stopped at the diagnostic position test. So I'm gonna have you follow my hand. All right. So I'm gonna start in the middle. All right. It's very good. Very good, Michael. Okay, so that is good. I didn't let's do a cover test. We don't need this light anymore. Dang, you took that phone real quick.
Give me my phone back.
Okay, so I'm going to cover one of the make sure your eyes is not straight enough. And when I remove it, it's still straight, okay?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's how you check for droopy eyes.
You do that and one eye is supposed to trail off.
That's bad.
Is that what you're, that's the test to see if that,
yes,
that's where
if you have lazy eyes, the one that just wanders away, you know. Yeah, that's good. All right, so we're done with the extraocular muscle function. Okay. Now we're going to go to cranial nerve 2, optic nerve, and let's see. So for this, we don't have the Snellen eye chart. You remember the eye chart that has E, big E at the top? That's called Snellen eye chart. We don't have it, so I'm going to doctor it. Usually starts from 20 to over 100 and then it goes to 20 over 10. So the beginning, the big E is 20 over 100, and then the last one is 20 over, the tiniest one is 20 over 10. So I know you have 20/20 vision. It may have changed by now, but I recall you.
It's probably 2020 now. I had close to 2010 for a long time.
For a long time. So now you have about 20/20.
Yeah, I still have really good vision, but it's not as clear as it was.
As before.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used
So
to be able to read fine print from the wall over there.
as for me, I usually use glasses and it's getting hard to read.
Oh, she goes.
Yeah, I heard you. So, I have terrible eyesight, like really bad. So, for this one, usually we have you stand 20 feet away from the chart, and then we just have you read through it and see where you stop, okay? And then we do that for both eyes first, and then we close one, and then do the other, and then do it over again. And then we'll check what the vision is. So, okay. And for the near vision, we're going to skip that. And for the peripheral vision, okay, confrontation test. I'm not confronting you, so don't worry. Both sides start behind the ear. Wiggle your fingers, do when he sees it. Okay, so remember the driving test, side vision?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to start wiggling my fingers. Tell me when you see it, okay?
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. That's a straight angle, 90 degrees. Okay, so we are done with first page. Hooray. 5 more pages to go.
Is that all?
Yes, it's a lot. Okay, so we're going to check the ears. Inspection first. So I know you have big ears. Actually, you have tiny ears compared to your
My noggin?
your head shape. So okay, so size and shape.
It's gonna bounce out.
Oh yeah, size and shape. Okay, but I don't have that.
No.
So size and shape. Ear loops looks good. Size is good. It's a normal size. It's actually not class. It's not small. It's not big. So and the position, we make sure it aligns or lines with the outer canters. So this is what happens. I'm going to check to see if this lines with here, which yours is a little bit below. Mine is actually
To the top of my ear?
yes, like this,
Yeah.
just a little bit below actually.
Yeah.
So see, there's this little space here left. Okay, and then placement, make sure that it's vertical. It is. And then we're going to make sure that your external auditory meatus, there's no swelling or you have anything stuck in your ears. Ears are clean. I need your phone again, but no, don't worry, I can talk to it. Okay, everything looks good. There's no inflammation and no swelling. Any tenderness anywhere? All right, so let's go over to palpation. We just finished with our inspection, and we're going to start with the pinna auricle. So we're going to check, open the ears, and check that there is no lesion anywhere. And then also we're going to do the tragus, which is the this outer meaty part.
What's that called?
Tragus. You didn't know
I
that?
see it. No, I didn't know
Yes. Okay.
that. Trust me, you're gonna be doing that a lot and learning all the stuff you're learning.
I know. So
So
this
you
is,
used to celebrate.
this is the auricle, like the orifice opening, and then this is the tragus.
Okay.
All right. So there's no lesion, no pain, and it's all pink. Sorry, baby.
Better be.
And we're going to check the mastoid process. Now, this is the mastoid process. See this spot right here? And we need to make sure that everything is fine. There's no swelling, no bumpiness, no stony feeling, because that's pretty bad from what I was told. Okay, everything looks good. All right, so next one is hearing acuity. So we're going to check your hearing, which I know it's okay. My sense of smell is better than yours, right?
Definitely.
Your hearing is it better than mine?
I don't know. So you both have pretty
I have
good,
very good hearing, right? I think mine is better than yours, though.
especially in your sleep.
Yeah,
You really
you're-
think when you sleep, it's
You're
annoying.
dead to the world. I'm the ninja. Okay, so where do I write? I'm going to hand over behind the mannequin. You can look straight.
Okay.
I'm going to whisper and tell me what you hear.
Okay. Football.
Okay, that's good. All right.
Pizza.
Okay, that's good.
She knows me.
Football and pizza, right? Okay, that's good. All right, so Weber tests, bone lateralization. So we're going to skip this and also the Renee test.
Well, see if it's still recording.
Oh,
It's been a while.
yep, it's still recording. All right, so we're going to skip the Weber test and the Renee test. But essentially, we use like a conductor metal, and we strike it, it vibrates.
Mhm.
You can either put it on your phone. You've had it
I
before.
know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't recall ever having it done to myself.
Okay. You either put it in the forehead here or in the middle of your head here, and then we'll ask you when you hear the vibration, and then for the Renee, we'll put it behind the mastoid here and then in front of your ear, and ask you when you hear it or when you end, and then we'll compare it.
I see.
Okay. Yes. So the air conduction should be greater than the bone conduction always. So, and with the vibration, you're supposed to have equal hearing. You're supposed to hear the vibration at the same time from both ears, not different times or something.
Regardless of where you
Yes.
go.
Okay, so we're going to go over to the otoscope examination, which I don't have, so I'm going to use your touchlight again. Oh, don't worry. So I'm going to pretend. Let's see, your head is in the correct position, and then for this one, for correct ear position, we're supposed to, for adults, it's supposed to pull the ear and then up. And then we use, remember the stuff that looks like a small tiny pen gun that has a light in the mouth? Yeah. If I wanted to do it, I'm going to pull your ear up, pull up and open, and then insert it and
Yeah, I gotcha.
yeah, for adults. Pull it up and then pull it back and then look inside. And then for kids, just because it's smaller, you just pull it up and then observe what's going on. And then with the handheld otoscope, we're going to use our pinky finger and brace and then use it like this. That way we'll be comfortable and we'll be able to use our other fingers and open and observe. Okay, so, and we're going to check for at the outer and external canal to make sure there is no swelling or ruptures. And at this stage, we're not supposed to see the inner part of the ear. We're just supposed to see just the middle and the outer. So with the light anyway. So we're going to pull it, check for any swelling, lesions, any cuts or debris, and everything looks good. And then also the color inside is supposed to be gray. It's one time that, you know, something's supposed to look gray, not pink. But yes, if it was gray means good. Pink, red, it's bad. Okay. So, and the light too, when we shine it, it should be, if I am on my left, it should be 12, 6, 8. It should be 8 o'clock where the light will be pointing. Around 8, 7-ish. If I'm using the light pointer thing in your ear, and if I'm on your right hand side, 12, 6, right hand side. So it should be like 4 o'clock here, where the light is pointing. I know, I don't make sense.
No, I was just trying to turn the clock in my head.
Yes, yeah, 12, 6, 9, and 3. Yeah, okay. So left is just below 9, which is 8, and then right is below 3, which is like 4. All right, so nose. Let's start with the external configuration. We'll check if it's symmetric. Yeah, your nose is real symmetric, like Pocahontas.
Well, look at my nose from this angle, like right here. Look at the shape of it, and come over here and do it. I don't think it's completely symmetrical. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks different.
There's a pointy edge here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I noticed that a while ago.
Okay, so it is not symmetrical. All right, good to know. So no lesion, no deformities. Usually you can still use the otoscope here as well, that pen light thing, handheld thing, yes. Although you change the cap, you know, yeah. So to check both the nose and the ear as well. And then we're going to tilt your head, of course, and then to check if there is any abrasion, you know, if the nose looks good, and if the color, what the color is, and if everything looks good inside. So at this point, we also check the septum, and we check the turbinate. Septum is that the the inside
I didn't know
bridge.
that.
Oh, you do know that, and then the turbinates too. We should be able to see just the inferior and the middle. Okay, so it's tilt head back, look, and check. Okay, and no perforation, no deviation. Everything looks good.
I'm sorry, you just look, you got my face.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. It's just my mode of assimilation. I have to do check the science. Yes. Sorry. Okay. Everything looks good. Septum looks good. Turbinate looks good. And of course, we should also see the inferior and the medium. Okay. For palpation, we can check the bilateral patency. Patency means if it's patent is good. If not, then it's bad. So take a deep breath. Out.
You didn't say out.
To yourself, Michael. So, okay. Breathing, good. Everything came out in the two nostrils. Okay, and there's no flaring, no redness, there's no odd sound. Okay? So, try now. Out. Okay? Try now.
I'm the wrong one to do that.
Yeah, the last one is almost blocked, like the sinuses. This one, yeah, that's not. I know your sinuses is bad, so okay. So, and we're also going to precaution, tap the middle finger with index, and then check the tonus. Okay, here we're going to do both palpation and precaution. So, so, because I'm going to check the frontal sinuses and then maxillary sinuses. Okay, frontal. Okay. So I'm going to check here. All right. Everything looks good. And then, of course, we're going to, on the transillumination, frontal and maxillary sinus, we're supposed to use a light. This usually for maybe ENT people. We'll have you tilt your head back. We'll use the otoscope and shine a light. Open your mouth at the roof of your mouth here. We should be able to see these maxillary sinuses. These two of them. You're supposed to like light up here, like illuminate, like it's shining because you're going through the yes. And then for the frontal sinuses, if we go through your nose, shine lights there, it should come up there. You know how when you want to blow your nose and then here scrunches up and yeah, it's connected. So we're going to differ on that. And we are done with nose. So one more thing, we're going to differ on the smell as well. Usually we give like alcohol smelling pads or say rotten eggs, if I can find one.
No.
Yes. So yeah, I almost want to go grab something and stuff in your nose to smell.
We can move on from that.
Okay. All right. Now for the mouth. Do I have something there?
No, it's missing. Gag reflex, cool.
Hey, no jokes. My professor is watching this.
No, I'm just talking about you're gonna stick your finger down my throat. That's all it is.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry. So let's check for lips. Your lips are thin. Okay. There's no lesion. We have a little bit of. Oh, it's not cracked. I'm surprised. Did you use lip balm today?
No, I just get out of the bed glistening.
Okay, no lesion, and the color is pink, which is good. And your teeth, see, looks good. Have you had any teeth fall out recently?
Yes, actually.
Okay, I'm not gonna count it. Don't make me. I'm gonna put my.
I lost count, so it's hard.
Okay, so you have all your teeth.
I have all my teeth, yes,
Good.
for the record.
You better have your teeth. Because you didn't disclose that when we signed the papers. So, and let's check your gum. You already track your gum. Everything looks good. Usually you do this with a flat stick, you know, the one that make you swap. Yes. Okay. So, and then the buccal mucosa, just the cheeks. Supposed to have a touch light here and shine. Make sure there is no lesion, no redness, no bumpy stuff. Okay. All right. And then also, I'm going to check the palate. The hard palate, open your mouth, say ah. The hard palate is the first one I see, and the soft one is the one down, further down. Okay, so your phone, please. And then I'm going to check the cranial nerve 12, hypoglossal nerve, which is the motor nerve, and your light.
Yeah, see, that's it all day.
Okay, so see tongue.
Tongue out?
Yes. Straight. No. It's it's deviating to the left. Just a little bit. No, stop. You're cheating. Just okay, well, it's straight now, but initially was going towards the left. Okay, so we're going to check do it again, let me see. There's no tremors and the size is good. All right. And the muscle strength, stick it out again. If I had the wood stuff, I wanted to push against my hand. Oh, that's good. And this one, that's good. All right, so muscle strength is really good. And then we're going to check the C9, cranial nerve 9, which is the glossopharyngeal nerve, and also the vagus nerve, that is cranial nerve 10. So the uvular rises. Say say it again. Oh, I see. There's like
what, my
the
uvula?
pink, yes, uvula.
The little thing looks like a punch bag hanging down.
No, that's not it. That one is very different. This like a flesh. It's curved like this. When you say it moves back, like, yeah. So, and then when you stop saying it just comes down and remains normal. Yeah. Okay. Gag reflex, I'm going to defer on that. Don't worry. Taste, I'm going to defer on that. Don't worry.
Oh, we can get something delicious from the kitchen.
No, I was gonna find.
I will eat something great for this project, and I will do it on camera.
I was gonna find some aspirin for you to try and see how it tastes. Okay, your tonsils. Bring down your tongue. That thing is huge.
I've always had I've never had a problem with my tonsils.
Oh my god, okay. I would say it's about 2+. 1 is normal, very small size, normal. 2 keeps going till 4. 4 is huge. Yeah, so yours is pretty big. So I'll say about 2+ or 3. Okay, so for your phone, let me see if I'm done before I touch anything else. Oh, okay. We are done with 3. Hooray! I didn't know I was that far in. Okay, so, which is good. Take off my gloves.
torch again?
No, I don't.
Just waiting for you.
All right, we're going to start with the anterior chest inspection. I'm paying you for this. Take off your shirt.
Wow.
Okay. Please don't do it. Just leave it here. Thank you. Relax. I'm not going to say your video somewhere. So. We're going to check for the color. They're pretty white down there.
That is true.
Which is good. So the shape is nice and symmetrical. Okay, I'm going to measure the your AP to lateral or transverse, your depth and width. So for this, I'll leave it here. I'm stretched out by your side. Yep. We'll measure this. Okay. And then, okay. So it's a good ratio. It's about 1:2. 1 depth, 2 width. Okay, which is what we want. So signs of respiratory distress, nasal flaring, retraction, use of accessory muscles. So let's see. Accessory muscle, the ribs indentation is good. There is no nasal flailing. No, stop doing that. Everything looks good. You're gonna make me look back. Okay, and then of course here you can also check respiration. We can count it 12 to 20. Of course it's normal. I will just have to sit here and count your shoulder rise and fall, and I could do that, or I can explain. Yes. Okay. So that's it for the inspection, and then we're going to move on to the palpation. Now we're going to palpate the anterior entire chest wall, which is the front here, and I'm going to use the edge of my hand. So first of all, I'm going to just go over the general palpation. Let me know if anything feels tender, swollen, painful.
You'll tickle me before anything else.
I know, sorry. The left side is ticklish. Okay, so we're going to move over to tactile vocal fremitus vibration, and this is gonna be weird, but bear with me. So I'm gonna have you say 99.
99. 99.
Good.
99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99. 99.
That's good.
What are you doing?
So I'm checking for vibrations.
Oh.
Yeah, so whenever you do that, if you palpate like that, you can use here too, depends. But when you say 99, it elicits a vibration sound, and it's supposed to be equal on either side that I check. Okay, which is very good. And I want you to take a deep breath for me and sit straight, please. So I'll check everything is symmetric. Okay, if I just one more time. All right, that's good. Symmetric expansion. Everything looks good. So we're going to go to percussion, and we're going to compare the degree of resonance bilateral. And I'm going to do this in 10 to 12 places. I will not complete it, but I know that's how it's supposed to go. I'm going to start here. When we percuss, we use the middle finger, place it on the place, and use this one and tap on it. We're supposed to hear like a sound. You know, there's some different sounds that means good and bad. But with time, after some get a lot of practicing, you know what different sounds it's supposed to sound like. Okay, so okay, supposed to go over this about 6 to 8 10 to 12 places, okay? And after that, the next one is auscultation. So this generally I'm going to listen to for the anterior chest, I'm going to listen to 3 sections, kind of, if I want to put it like that. It will be, the first one will be the bronchial, which is here because it's close to the trachea, the bronchial, and then there's the bronchial sound, and then the second section will be the broncho vesicular part or sound, which will be close to here, and then the third section will be the vesicular part sound. Again, it will be for anything from here to here. Okay, for this. Okay. For this, I have my let's see. Okay, I do have my
earbuds.
I have my earbuds in, so I'll be able to listen. How do you put this out?
Aggressively. Take the paper. Or I'll send it flying. Joe.
Okay. All right. So, let me make sure it's working.
Is it still on? There.
Okay.
There it is.
All right. It's connected.
I hear it.
I
can
hear
it.
I hear it too.
It's slight delay.
Okay. So, yeah, it's a slight delay. It's because yeah. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. So I'm going to start with a bronchial sound, which is close to trachea. Make sure you're breathing out. It's supposed to be heavy sound, very heavy, because it's close to your windpipe. Okay. That's very good, like really loud. And let's see. All right, so that's for the first section, and the second section will be bronchovesicular, and it's going to be here and here. Okay. Okay. Sorry, very soon you're going to hyperventilate, but I will stop after that. Then that's good. Actually, this one is way louder than this. It's like a third of this. And then the third section will be the vesicular sound, which it will be everywhere here. And it's going to be about 10 to 12 places. I will just do a couple and move over to the next. So we need to start here again. Okay. I'm going to do this and then keep moving, checking laterally, and then move down and complete it. Okay, so that completes the anterior chest auscultation, and then for the posterior chest, we're going to do inspection first, palpation second, percussion third, and then we're going to auscultate. So kind of sit outward because I need to look at your back. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to observe the shape, the symmetry. Everything looks good. Okay, and then hold this. Thank you. I'm going to check the width. Okay. Raise your hand. Okay. For your back, I know it's supposed to be 2 width and then 1 depth, but yours is actually 2.5 sort of, and then 1 depth. So I don't know if that's bad or good, but I guess because you work with your hands a lot, your width of your back is larger than your depth.
Yeah, like so.
Okay. So, and the next one is we're going to check for the accessory muscles. I see a little bit of indentation here where your ribs are. Okay, that's good. And then, of course, the shape of your shoulder. See, it's high actually.
Yeah, okay.
Mine is droopy, but yours is sitting high. So, and then palpation. I'm going to go ahead and palpate with both hands. Anything feel tender or sore? Okay. Alright, making sure that she'll see all this. And then we're going to check the tactile vocal again. That is the femitoos vibration, okay? So 99.
99.
99.
99.
99.
99.
99.
99.
99.
99.
99.
99.
99.
99.
99.
99.
All right, it's good, very good. Okay, and then go ahead and breathe in and breathe out for me. I'm just going to check your expansion. Okay, one more time. All right, that looks good, very good. Good job. We're almost done. Okay, so percussion. I'm going to check everything 14 to 18 times, just because around, and then of course I will defer the diaphragmatic excursion, but for the degree of resonance bilaterally, I'm going to go ahead and percuss now. Just let me know if you feel, 1 second, let me know if you feel
Anything that needs reporting?
Okay, let me start over again. Any tenderness?
Nope.
Okay, I'm going to do this all around 14 to 18 times. Okay, everything looks good. I'm going to defer on the diaphragmatic excursion, and then we're going to go ahead and auscultate. Okay, so for the back, your trachea is not here, it's in the front, so I can't do the bronchial sound, but we have two more sections, which is the bronchovesicular and then the vesicular. So let me check. All right, this works. Go ahead and take a deep breath for me. Good. Good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move over to the vesicular. Sorry, don't start hyperventilating. Okay, I'm going to do this till I get to the last section bilateral. So, that's good. That's 14 to 18 places. And then, while I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and listen to adventitious sound, that is crackling or wheezing or bronchi and friction, which I didn't hear, thank God. So yes, but I can go over and do that again if I wanted to add this section.
I don't miss those days.
Yes, it just sounds, that's very scary. Okay, so we're going to locate normal breath sounds, and which we did already. And then okay, so voice sounds. This is the vocal resonance. You can turn around. For this one, we have three sections. The first one is bronchophony, second one is egophony, and the third one is whispered pectoriloloquy. What that those guys that do that, the thing that they talk to a doll.
Oh hell! No, ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist. Yes, it reminds me of ventriloquist. Yeah, but it's pronounced pectoriloloquy. Oh, wait, depends. Okay, so I'm going to do one. I'm going to do the egophony, the E sound. I'm listening. Okay, so say E.
E.
Say it again.
E.
Okay, I had a little bit of R, which is what I'm supposed to hear. Okay, I'll do the say 99.
99.
Okay, it's muffled, which is good. That's what I want to hear. Whisper 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, muffled. It's good. That's what I want to hear. So that concludes everything. Wow, I can't believe we're finished.
How about that?
Good
Let's try that
job.
again. That was weak sauce.
Ow. Okay.
There.
Good. Put your shirt back on. I'm done.
You're the one that's
I'm done paying you for this. Okay, so we've completed everything. So for the adventitious sounds, we're going to go through it and listen to the crackles, friction, whizzes, bronchi, and stridor. I'll go to YouTube and hear what they sound like so that I can know what it sounds like. So next time if something like that happens, I can identify what it is. But that's it. Thank you so much. And
it was my pleasure. Oh, you're not talking.
Oh God, thank you so much. Me and our patient here, we. Oh, shut up.